Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga Reception. I'm here today to bring you the review for 5 Brigade of Flames Manga Chapter 84. Now, in a nutshell, this chapter was Shinra finally getting around to show, making Show realize that Show is in fact Shinra's little brother. That's the chapter in a nutshell, and there is a bit more things you can deep into it as well. Now, the first thing that I'm going to talk about is this whole thing with Shinra showing the show the past. Now, at first, when I read it for the first time, I was a bit like, eh. So now Shinra has, like, you can show people the past and all that kind of madness. What's going to be next is going to start time traveling and all that. So I was a bit like, like this is BS. But when I sort of sat and thought about it for a second, I thought that maybe this is something Shinra can only do with Show. I'm really thinking that this is a whole fourth generation thing. Yeah, fourth generation thing, and we're not going to see Shinra in the future. Just start showing other people, other random people, to pass. I simply do think this is a fourth generation thing. So there's that. Also, during the flashback stuff where we see Shinra after the fight incident, going to school, students talking about him behind his back, kind of thing. It got me thinking of two things. One, oh, I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. I do believe there is a demon inside Shinra which is going to lead to a power up later on down the line. And two, I think, I'm not going to call it a theory. I don't think I've got enough meat to call it a theory, but I've got an idea of what happened on the day of the fire. So now what I'm thinking is that a demon from Odora escaped Odora. I don't know how he escaped Odora, but he did escape Odora. Wherever he managed to come into the real world, it was near Shinra's house. He goes to Shinra's house, starts a fire, because I don't know if the demon killed the mother, but because of the fire, the mother died. I don't know how, I don't know why, but for some reason during this fire, the demon had to reside in Shinra. So now the demon now resides in Shinra. Fire's still going on now, and the chapter did hint to this, if not outright stated. The preacher then came in and took Baby Show, and then obviously we know Commander Burns saved Shinra. And now the reason why I think that there is a demon within Shinra is simply because of this whole smile thing. Every time he gets nervous, he smiles, and he does mention that this only started happening over the fire, after the fire, sorry. And now, what I do want to mention is that I don't think it's all the time, but in this chapter, every time it was the word demon was mentioned, or every time the word demon was mentioned within the chapter, it then just shows Shinra smiling. Now I think this is a kind of a hint to the demon within Shinra making him smile every time the word demon is mentioned, and like kind of a like a gag the demons inside, saying if only you really knew the truth, if only like you think there's a demon, there really is a demon in here, kind of like. So that's the kind of vibe that I'm getting onto. And now, like I said, I don't think that's the only time Shinra starts smiling. I think there has been times where other things have been mentioned and Shinra does do his smile, but I do think that it's the demon within Shinra making him smile. So like I said, I can't remember any other occasions, but maybe the demon's just getting excited about what's going on in the real world, so it makes Shinra smile. But I do definitely think there is a demon within Shinra, so let me know about your thoughts on that. So there's that. Yeah, the flashback was sweet and loving and all that kind of madness, but I'm not gonna deep into that. The end of the chapter ends off with Show coming through. He's got his memories back. He realizes Shinra is his brother. Before they have time to celebrate, one of the onwatchers come down. I can't remember her name, and just stabs Shinra within. I think it was within the chest area. I'm not 100% sure, but what do I think is going to happen moving on forward? Well, Shinra should be out of commission now because he's got stabbed. And before this chapter, in the last chapter, he was close to overheating, so I reckon he's out of commission right now. At this present moment in time, I do believe this is where everybody else is going to come back into the fray. So that's Maki, that's Commander Obu, that's Vulcan, etc. They're going to come back into the fray alongside Sho, try to escape. And now this could go either of two ways. Either they all escape fine, Sho becomes a member of the Eighth, blah 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 blah, or Sho, I'm not sure. The preacher or the preacher's people managed to get Sho back, knock him out, kidnap him again, and then the preacher does whatever he did to him the first time, making him under his control again, and then kind of a repeat swing where we have Shenhua trying to get Sho back for another time. So I think this chapter deserves a 3-star rating. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please go to my YouTube channel. Most important, take care. Have a nice day.